Hey, what's up? My name's Drew. I'm a naval officer. I make videos about being stationed in Japan. And this one is going to be about finding stuff to do in Japan, which is actually kind of hard. And that sounds ridiculous at first. Yeah, there's my son. And we're still stuck inside because of the winter. But, so finding stuff to do is kind of hard in Japan. And that sounds a little ridiculous because people have been overseas, you know, oh, I went to Japan or I went to whatever country for a week. I had a great time. There was so much stuff to do. Yeah, it's because you're a tourist and you're cramming everything you can into that week. That's very different than when you get stationed, say, stationed and living overseas. So the first month or two is going to be a lot of fun. All right, you're gonna have tons of stuff to do, going out and seeing places. The first 3 days I was off base, all I did was walk around for hours and just wow, that's in Japanese. Wow, that sign's in Japanese. But that actually gets old pretty fast because that's the honeymoon period and that dies out pretty quick. If you're in Japan, like in Tokyo, this may take 3 months, but usually you're gonna see everything that you can in the afternoons and the weekends pretty quick. And what do you do after that? That's where Japan is kind of hard for a lot of people because there's not really a third place. If you haven't heard about this, it's a theory of life. You know, you have work, which is one place, home, which is your second place. Then you should have a third place, and that could be a bowling alley, you know, knitting club, whatever the hell you want to do. But someplace you go for your hobbies where you socialize and stuff like that. And that is really hard to find in Japan or in a lot of foreign countries. It's not unique to Japan. All right, so a lot of people become gym rats or bar rats. And there's nothing really inherently wrong with either one of those. But if that's not your thing, that's where people kind of struggle. I mean, the base does have some stuff, Yokosuka has a bowling alley and some movie theaters. Sasebo has a movie theater and a base bar. But the movie theaters, I mean, they're very limited showings. And if you want to see an R-rated movie, they may have one showing Saturday night and then it's gone the next week. So if you miss that, you're not going to see it. And then there's base bars and stuff, but that's places that are designed to, you know, have good, clean, responsible fun, you know, and lame shit like that. So that's where it's kind of a struggle. And there's not really an easy answer for this because there's so many different things that people like to do that it's hard to find a true answer. If you have a hobby, it's a great time to pick it up. I know some people picked up musical instruments there. Personally, I'm into Warhammer and shit. I'm a nerd. I got into it there because I had so much time to myself and I was studying Japanese. I wanted something to do with my hands. But that's a thing that is a little difficult, and that's something you should be prepared for. A lot of people do video game clubs. Some people do Dungeons and Dragons. Some people just get drunk all the time. You know, it's okay. You know, a lot of people like to travel and stuff, but after a while you start to realize all the Japanese cities are kind of the same. After you hit the tourist attractions, you know, every city has an open air mall and they're all selling the same stuff. You know, the mall in Atlanta is the same as the mall in Dallas, except, you know, different, you know, sports stores. I think Atlanta has more Falcon stuff, Dallas has cowboy stuff, you know, but each mall will have a Macy's or JCPenney where you can get Levi jeans. It's all the same, right? It's the same like that in Japan. There's an absolute ton of retail. There's so much retail, there's so many malls, people go shopping all the time, but then their houses are tiny, so I don't know where they put all this shit, because it's all garbage too. It's consumerist crap for every season and stuff like that, and they keep it forever. I mean, I went with my wife, or I was talking with my wife about how we're moving soon, and moving is a good time to, you know, pare down what you have, what you don't need, you know, to give away to charity or friends or just throw out, and she acted like I told her we should kill our baby, right? She was mad for half an hour because I suggested we get rid of some of the stuff we don't need. So it's a very consumerist culture. I mean, if you just want to shop all the time, you go, more power to you. But you know, finding that third place is kind of difficult in Japan. And that's all I got for this one. And bye. Hey, I edited it in because I forgot this. Another aspect of Japan that's important for finding that third place is finding your group, your friend group. And it's hard because people transfer so much But when you're overseas, you know, your coworkers basically become your family, right? You're not gonna really see your family all that much, and they're the people you're gonna spend a lot of your time with, a lot of your holidays. And so you don't have to spend time, like if you're an officer, you don't have to hang out with every single officer in the wardroom. Find the people you like to hang out with, right? Find your friend group. It's okay, like, don't make yourself miserable trying to allow everybody in if you don't get along with somebody. It's okay. The group of officers on my ship was really cliquey for some kind of stupid reasons. I didn't really give a shit, but I wasn't invited to a lot of things just because I wasn't in that clique. I don't really care. I found some people I like to hang out with. We hung out with together. We had a good time, and I don't really worry about the people who didn't want me around because fuck them. One's kicked out of the Navy anyways. Bye.